So, welcome to episode 3. So in the last episode I attempted my first time online, and since then I've done a few races, and that's what this is all about. I had given up on the Rallycross series that you may have seen in the last one. I am not a Rallycross kind of guy. I'm more about the road racing series that they offer in the game. And so I was using the MX-5 in the road racing series to give you as a beginner. In this I have the 3 races that help me level up and get to class, I believe it's class D. I had done another race before these, which might be kind of important for a bit of context. I tried to film it like a normal video with the wheel cam and everything, but it just all went wrong, so that's why it's not been uploaded. And although it doesn't matter, it just shows what I was sort of aiming for, because I was running in a sort of second position, so I knew that it should be possible for me to get on a podium. In that race it was quite cool, but it ended up with a crash and a flip, so whoopsie daisy. However, it did show that I have the pace to maybe be in the top 3 for the races that came after. So, the first race / my second attempt, I unfortunately qualified in 7th. I didn't get a particularly good qualifying run, it spun a bit. However, I hadn't been driving the track for too long, or the car for too long, so it was pretty consistent where I was actually ending up in the qualifying. In this it's quite important because I started that far back and I learnt some battling techniques, defence, etc, etc, but I've cut down all these clips to just the important bits, so maybe my mistakes or maybe an overtake or something. So the races were 10 laps long, so they did last quite a while, and with a minute 30 to a minute 40 per lap. But also because it was that long, it was probably important that I was quite cautious at turn 1, as you'll see throughout the next 3 races. Enjoy! So pretty lucky I got first place in that first run. Now we're on to race 2. On this one I messed up my first qualifying lap on the final corner, which means my second one was a complete waste of time, so I just quit and ended up where I ended up, which ended up being 10th place. So I start from 10th place and let's see where I can go. So it's probably the most rewarding run of all of them, with the amount of battling and the fact that the people behind me weren't really falling back that far. They were all quite competitive, so it was quite exciting really. But regarding this accident, I could have broke slightly earlier, he could have maybe not gone for the apex so much. Bit of both on both sides have just caused us to touch, so I ended up hitting the second apex because he sort of twisted me, but luckily none of us were really hurt and nothing really bad happened. On to the last one. Was actually my best qualifying run. I qualified with a 136, I believe, a 136 dead, or .08 I think it was, so it got me into first position. I know throughout this race I then got a 135 something, so that was a goal since I started seeing other people do it, so it was quite good to get into that position and know that I was capable to do so. So enjoy this race, this will be the final one. I learned probably most in that race about consistency. It's something I've always struggled with ever since I started doing the Gran Turismo races, where you can go online with other drivers similar to iRacing. I've always struggled with the consistency. When I'm not battling people, I'm always falling back or not gaining. I always struggle with that. So it's quite good to learn, and it's definitely actually improved my driving in that race, which is always good. And once I quit to then join another race, this happened. Let's register. Continue. You do not hold the correct license for this season. Apparently I'm still a rookie. Oh, hey! Oh my god. Woo, woo, woo! Yes, that's awesome. How cool is that? Awesome. I was beyond excited because I didn't think it'd be that easy and that fun, really. I thought it was going to be a bit more of a slog, a bit more of a grind and less exciting, but I know that even if it takes longer in the future, I should be in more exciting cars and more exciting races with more competitive drivers, and my talents should hopefully improve, and obviously then I probably deserve a bit more to go higher up. So that's quite good, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, I guess subscribe, like, etc., all the things that people ask. But either way, I'm going to go on to the next episode because I'm definitely enjoying iRacing and this series. So, cheers. Bye-bye.